Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a frequent viewer, thanks for coming back. Thanks for always viewing my channel. Thanks for tuning in. So today, my name is Aurelia Tentope. I film on life issues generally and I film from Nigeria. So today we'll be discussing a very sensitive issue in the society today, which is child abuse and the need for parents to protect the safety of the child. So first of all, who is a child? In Nigeria, and according to Nigerian laws, a child is someone who is below 18 years. But in some other countries, a child is someone who is below 12 years. Now, what is child abuse? Child abuse is not just physical violence directed to a child. Child abuse could also involve any form of maltreatment directed towards a child which affect the psychological and which affect the psychological, emotional, and physical development of a child. Also, now it has been estimated that every year about 119,000 children experience some form of violence. Now, types of violence, we have primary. Basically, there are 5 types of violence: physical violence, physical neglect, physical abuse, psychological neglect, and psychological abuse. Also, child sexual abuse, which is going to be my focus for this video. Now, what is physical abuse? Physical abuse includes all forms of physical violence, such as eating a child, striking a child, which makes a child thinks as if he or she is not needed in the family. Also, what is emotional abuse? Emotional abuse is a situation whereby an adult or an adolescent regularly berates a child, acts in an hostile manner towards the child, and intentionally scares the child away. Now, psychological neglect is a situation whereby there is constant neglect of positive attention for the child. Also, this also covers situation whereby the child witnesses sexual violence or physical violence between the parents. Now, child sexual abuse, which is my focus for this video, includes child sexual abuse is a situation whereby an adult forcefully engages a child in sexual activity, thereby demoralizing the self-esteem of the child. Now, the effect of abuse in children is that it makes them feel depressed in situations like later in life. Whenever they have flashes of such events, they develop resentment towards the person who abused them. They go into depression. They have post-traumatic stress disorder. They have anxiety disorder. Now, the need for parents in ensuring the safety of their children. Parents, your role is not just giving birth to children. As a parent, you have to ensure that your child, either male or female, is safe and secure wherever he or she is. If your child suddenly becomes withdrawn, check it. If your child suddenly begins to develop resentment towards a particular adult who he or she is usually very familiar with, check it. It could be that such child is being abused by such adult even under your roof. Now, as a parent, you have to ensure that your female children, especially whenever she begins to grow and someone constantly jokingly or seriously calls her his wife, you should actually caution such people, because abuse usually starts from there. Also, warn your female children not to sit on any male person's lap, either family or non-family. Now, the role of parents in ensuring the security and safety of their child. Your role is beyond giving birth to them. You should talk to them, sit them down, ask them questions, especially on this development journey, because as a child, once they begin to develop, they begin to feel they begin to have this emotion. So you have to you have to suck them out that being emotional is not bad. We are all human beings and we tend to be emotional. So this is going to be the end of this video. Child abuse is wrong. Let us say no to pedophiles in the society today. Let us try all our best to ensure that our children are no longer abused. Let us let us create a conducive environment for our children to ensure that they can speak freely to you on whoever seems to be abusing them. Give them a right to speak to you at any time. Do not shut them down. Do not claim you are so busy for them, because if you claim you are so busy for them and then they are abused, the consequence is usually beyond what you can handle, because such child develops personality disorder, anxiety disorder. Such child will be depressed, and then you begin to spend money seeing different doctors for counseling. Child abuse is wrong. Do not abuse a child who has been placed under your care by his or her parents. If you are a caregiver, the child placed under you is not for your sexual pleasure. Ensure that such child is not abused. Ensure that you see every child as a piece of gold which is given to you by God. Do not destroy the future of children by abusing them. Let us say no, and enough is enough to child sexual abuse in our society today. Do not sexually abuse any child, because such child is a leader for tomorrow. Child abuse is wrong. Do not indulge a child in pornography, for crying out loud. Such child is so young. Do not expose the genitals of a child for your own pleasure. It is wrong. The effect of child abuse is usually beyond what can be curtailed. Thanks so much to all my viewers. Thanks for always coming back to view my channel. This baby girl is saying thank you. If you're a frequent viewer, thanks for coming back, and if you're a new viewer, please subscribe. Click on that red button and subscribe. Thanks so much. See you in my next video. Bye. Have a wonderful day.